Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the AlphaMasters League tournament here in From the Depths. So we are checking out round 4 of the losers bracket in this episode. It will be featuring 2 battles in this episode, and after this we will have just 2 episodes left in the tournament. The round 5 and the semifinals of the losers bracket will occur in the next episode, and then the episode after that will be just the finals of the tournament between essentially who's left after the losers bracket and who's left from the main bracket in the tournament. So with that being said, let's go ahead and kick off this first battle here in this episode, and it will be between Fungi Amungi with the Tower Opawa, and he'll be going up against Xanius with the Thunder Rain. Let's go ahead and kick that off. Alright, ladies and gents, this battle is underway. Down yonder you can see the Thunder Rain, just launching that initial massive salvo that it has shown us previously in battles. This can be very devastating if this connects. And of course the Thunder Rain is going up against the Tower Opawa, which is firing those lasers like crazy. And it looks like, oh, there's the missiles. I was going to say, where are the missiles? So if you don't recall, the Thunder Rain is just a very large submarine. And this is what it fires, just a huge amount of missiles. It's ridiculous. Are they going to be able to reach the Tower Opawa, though, is the ultimate question. That was quite the range that they started at. We're right around 2,000 meters. Here are the lambs from the Tower Opawa. Looks like it's got pulsed laser missile defenses. And we're getting a little bit of a lag spike here. There we go. Back up and running. Will any of these connect? Will it have enough lambs to take these out? I think we might see a few hits here getting through the shields. Oh yeah. Oh boy. These are just still coming. Alright, lots and lots of EMP damage. This is not good for the Tower Opawa. It definitely needs those shields in conjunction with the lambs to, deflect any frags from missiles that it takes out, but boy, howdy, look at this! Shields are down on the Tower Opawa, and it is just taking a plethora of damage right off the bat. I know we haven't checked out the Thunder Rain yet, but it seems like a majority of the damage was coming over here. Let's just get a damage report. Thunder Rain at 100%, Tower Opawa down to 92, and it looks like it is no longer even shooting, ladies and gentlemen. Oh boy. This could spell doom for the Tower Opawa. This may be a quick one. As you can see here, the Thunder Rain has just unleashed another volley. Another beautiful volley towards the Tower Opawa. Every missile is labeled, just a little gift from the Thunder Rain. So here they go. They are just plowing in. In fact, they are hitting so hard, they're going right through the middle. Oh boy. Look at this. Man, that is some serious destruction going on over here with the Tower Opawa down to 82%. Let's go down really quick and take a look at the Thunder Rain. We got to get it on the camera at least once. Here it is. A lot of shields. And of course, right along the top are just the crazy amount of missile arrays it has going on. If we dip down, it has just this really cool, just inner hold of missile batteries going on here. It's very cool looking. Okay, back to the Tower Opawa. I was hoping we'd get back up and over before these missiles hit. Looks like we are right in time. Here we can see them connecting. So that stone front is only doing so much against these missiles. Unfortunately, there's like 6 trillion missiles, and I don't think, yeah. This is definitely going to go to the Thunder Rain. I think without a doubt. The Tower Opawa, let's get a damage report. We are getting a little bit of lag here as these missiles connect, down to 66%. So when this gets down to 50% is when we will call this. So it seems like a lot of the missiles are heading towards, it could be center of mass, could be something else, but whatever the case, it causes a lot of them to just fly directly through the middle of the Tower Opawa here. I mean, this is a lot of damage. Look at this. The whole inside has just been cored out. It is down to 56%. I tell you what, let's watch this last missile volley. I think this will do it. And then we will definitely call this battle in favor of the Thunder Rain. Here come the missiles. Oh boy. I'm sure a ton of them are going to go right through the middle. Yeah. Lots of them just right through the middle. Probably going to be the case with most. I imagine each launch of these missiles is probably going to do a little bit less and less damage. I just feel like as more of this Tower Opawa gets cored out, more of these missiles are just going to be flying right through the middle. Just totally miss it. All right, let's take a look at the health. Down to 8.5k blocks out of 17k. And it is down to 49%. All right, ladies and gents, this is where we are going to call this battle. The Tower Opawa was just, honestly, from that very onset, that first launch of missiles that came from the Thunder Rain, it just took the Tower Opawa out. If it had enough lambs to repel the first missile attack, then I think there could be some hope that it could repel all the missile attacks. But that just wasn't the case. Here comes one more. We'll watch this last one before we cut over to the next battle. In fact, while this is going on, let's talk about what the next battle is going to be. It is going to be between Tajimmer with the Sneaky Weenus. Oh boy, the Sneaky Weenus. And he will be going up against Logic Engineer and Rewest with the Redundancy Swarm. Look at all those missiles. Golly. All right, I tell you what, let's go ahead and kick off that next battle. The Tower Power no longer has any mainframes. And you can see here, actually, some of the new wood textures, by the way. What was in dev test of From the Depths has been pushed live. So, for instance, wood has just a whole new look. Which means, you know, some of the ships that we see might be a little funky looking because a lot of the authors like to design with the pattern of these textures in mind. And I don't know, I've just heard a few people say as such. But anyways, let's go ahead and kick off this next matchup, ladies and gents. Battle.start equals true, and over here you've got the Sneaky Weenus. You can see firing that initial launch of missiles, and over there is the Redundancy Swarm. Now remember, for the most part, the Redundancy Swarm is completely immobile, doesn't really move that much with the exception of a few of the ships. Like you can see over there, just a few of them. Now I don't recall the range on the Redundancy Swarm's missiles, but however, you know, we are seeing the missiles here from the Redundancy Swarm, but it does have a lot of torpedoes as well. Lots of stationary targets that just like to live under the water, and they just sink right down to the seabed, and they're just like little torpedo firing, I don't know what to call them, Snuggenheimer McSniggenhooms or something. Alright, here we go. We got a lot of connections over here against the Redundancy Swarm. Now, if you recall, the main bulk of the Redundancy Swarm is this lattice work you can see here. Just this smattering of stuff everywhere is really what it is. Just a smattering of stuff. That actually would have been a great fleet name. Yes, the Sneaky Weenus versus the smattering of stuff. So it may be a little difficult to tell, you know, really what's going on over here. And you can see some of the harpoons from the Redundancy Swarm firing out here. Let's just take a look at the health. Really, we're not going to be able to tell the Redundancy Swarm's health. What we'll do is focus on the main lattice work of the Redundancy Swarm, which is this entry that I am moving my mouse over right here. So Sneaky Weenus is at 100%, has not yet been touched. And here is another attack from the Sneaky Weenus. We're just going to have to see how this plays out. You know, the payload that the Sneaky Weenus attacks with isn't necessarily very large, but it's very consistent. I imagine we'll see this over and over again. However, I am already seeing a plethora of hits on the Sneaky Weenus here. I thought it was a little bit sneakier than this, but apparently the missiles from the Redundancy Swarm seem to not be able to dip down. Wait, no, some of them definitely are. My gosh, what is going on? It is like a puppet master field going on here. Just like lots of little missiles, some dangling harpoon bits. We're seeing some EMP just lacing the front top of the Weenus here. Let's just try to discern if there's any damage going on. What's the block count on the old Weenus look like? Weenus, where are you? Okay, so it's down by about 90 blocks. Very minimal damage so far. Sneaky Weenus is getting right up to the Redundancy Swarm. Boy, they are going to meet up. I wonder if we're going to have any collisions. And the Weenus is so close that the Redundancy Swarm they can feel it. The Redundancy Swarm, sorry, not the worm. They can feel it, you know, feel it in their bones when the Weenus gets that close. I just want to see where these missiles are going. What are these going to do? It looks like they are going to focus on this little guy right over here. Let's just see if we're going to get a hit here. Or is this guy going to be like a flying squirrel or something? Too willy-nilly. No, that got obliterated. That is gone. Very nice. So let's take a look at the health here. Sneaky Weenus is now down to 99%. The main structure of the Redundancy Swarm is down to 96. That has dropped a fair bit, not a lot. It is around 8,000 blocks, I believe. Here you can see the Sneaky Weenus just barely getting under the lattice work. That superstructure, if you will, of the Redundancy Swarm. And now, oh boy, we are having a lot of missiles. Could be some torpedoes, I'm not quite sure. But they are coming down here and just slowly plinking away at the armor that is just surrounding the Sneaky Weenus here. You know, every little bit just makes it that much not sneaky. That much less sneaky? Yeah, that makes more sense. And everything else looks like it's going okay right now. So again, some more EMP damage coming down here from the Redundancy Swarm. This is a very, very risky place for the Sneaky Weenus to be right now. He's so close to the Redundancy Swarm, he's just in complete firing zone. Although, I don't know if a lot of these can swivel. Now, I know a lot of these up here can. I believe these missile launchers can swivel and turn. Let's just look. Yeah, okay. We got a real subtle looking swiv going on here. But it is a swiv nonetheless. I bet they can all do that. And here's probably my favorite part. I mean, don't ever forget this bit. This is like a jack-in-the-box, right? As this baby turns, I wonder if what that's signifying. It's like it's turning like a jack-in-the-box and it's raising it up. I don't really know what it's for otherwise. Maybe it's like a mass counterbalance. I don't know. Just coming up with stuff on the fly here. So here's a missile launch from the Sneaky Weenus. Anything getting hit? Oh man. Just disintegrated. That whole thing just disintegrated. Goodness. And again, we can see a lot of damage here on the Sneaky Weenus on the outer bits of armor. Just missiles and everything look like they're trying to dive down. And oh, look at this. A lot of torpedoes coming directly at the Weenus. This could be bad. This is a lot of torpedoes. Now, the redundancy swarm, I know they have at least one submarine that travels around. I wonder, well, let's just watch these torpedo hits first. What are we going to get? You can also see some explosions on the redundancy swarm in the background there. Getting some of those smaller craft, just floating low, baby, sagging low in the ocean. I think that's like an actual term, is sagging. Like, you don't want it to just sink. You want it to sag. Really, there's like a huge difference. The Weenus doesn't mind, though. Either way, it's all good. All right, so these missiles are now finally... I'm surprised the Weenus is not going that fast. It usually travels a lot faster. Let's get the interface pulled up here. See if we can get some speed. I think it usually travels around 30. Yeah, look at this. It's traveling at 7.9 meters a second. That... normally the Weenus would have been outrunning all of these torpedoes. What could have caused it to slow down? And, in the last battle that we saw the Weenus in, if you recall, all the back props, right? They got blown off, but the Weenus was still traveling really fast, and that's because it has heli blades on the inside somewhere. Yeah, all along the middle here. They seem to still be turning. All right, let's go look. I know the Weenus just shot some missiles. This guy right here is toast. Pew, 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 pew. Oh boy, I should not do sound effects. That is not the sound of someone getting toasted. So, oh man, so many torpedoes heading this way. Let's get a look at the damage report here. Sneaky Weenus down to 95%. This is really close. Redundancy swarm is at 94. And the Weenus has been connecting with a lot of the other ships. I do see a lot of damage here. There's these torpedo boats. They are actually very close. It says they are like 200 meters away, so they could be over here. Hang on, let's just go take a little peek. We're just gonna follow the green markers on the top. Here's one. All right, so some of the torpedoes from the Weenus actually came over here. They weaned out, they weaned deep, and when that happens, torpedoes will strike hard. And this is what happens when torpedoes strike hard. Let's take a look at the health on this sub. It's about 50% health, I'd say. 33.3% repeating, something around there. Oh, ladies and gentlemen, big explosion on the Sneaky Weenus. Let's take a look underneath. What is going on? All those ammo barrels that were down here, if you recall, look at this. Chain reaction explosions all along the bottom of the, the bottom half and back of the Sneaky Weenus has just been blown off. I can't believe these other ammo barrels did not detonate. It's just chains of ammo barrels. I cannot believe that those are still there. But that did a lot of damage, ladies and gentlemen. Sneaky Weenus down to 87%. Let's get a look at the speed really quick here. It hasn't really been keeping its speed up. You can see it's down to 4.9 meters per second. And this means, all the torpedoes, all the missiles, they're just going to have an even better chance of connecting, which is unfortunate for the Sneaky Weenus. You can see a lot of these little ones, just unable to reach for some of them, but some seem to have the velocity needed to get down. They have penetrated through the layers of armor. Looks like a layer of metal, 2 layers of wood, another 2 layers of metal. My gosh. On the top at least. And then we're down here with the heli blades. A lot of these are what keep the Sneaky Weenus moving forward because the back props, the back props aren't doing anything. Look at that, they've completely stopped. It is just the heli blade spinners that are keeping the Sneaky Weenus moving along right now. Alright, so quick update, ladies and gents. Currently, the Sneaky Weenus is sitting at 82% health. The redundancy swarm, their main structure is at 92%, and everything else is, we still got like at least 100 plus entries in here for sure. Now here's the interesting thing, the Sneaky Weenus has no more propulsion or anything like that. It's only moving forward by the grace of those heli blades that are still left in there. It's moving at a clip of about 4.9 meters a second. It's been about 15 minutes since that last fade. The Sneaky Weenus, as you can see, has actually repaired up to 96%. The redundancy swarm is repaired up just a little bit to 93%. And the Sneaky Weenus is now in such a place that it is actually starting to turn back around to the battle. And here's the deal, it is 3.5 or 3,500 meters away, we'll go with. It was getting up there, and but I'm pretty confident it's going to make its way back to the battle now. And this isn't such a big deal since the Sneaky Weenus is back up to its max speed, I believe, around 31 meters a second. Much, much quicker. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to wait for the Sneaky Weenus to make its way back. Hopefully it does. And the Sneaky Weenus is now coming back into range. This is fantastic. What a turn of events. The Sneaky Weenus is back up to 100%. You can see it is right below us down here. He is also getting within range of the redundancy swarm though, so we're going to see another bout of hits between both sides. Let's watch these missiles that the Sneaky Weenus launched. Sneaky Weenus, you can say it. It's such a tongue twister sometimes to spit out the word Sneaky Weenus and like suppress the grin on my face. Alright, is it going to hit the superstructure with these missiles? Definitely. Some of them missed. Had quite a few fly through here on the other side. There's the old hand crank. Get the jack in the box going. You got to make it legit with one of those. It's just the sweetest thing ever. Do we have any torpedoes or anything? We do have torpedoes firing. Sneaky Weenus is still at 100%. It is within a really, really close range to the swarm. I think these missiles will, at this angle, probably will have enough velocity to hit the Ween here. And they do. But it's amazing to me that the Sneaky Weenus was able to heal up like 3,000 or 4,000 blocks and then just work its way back over here. That to me is incredible. And you know, it never got really much further than about 3,600 meters from the redundancy swarm. All right, here we go. We got some missiles coming down to this, I was gonna say to the boxy contraption, but they just flew directly through the main lattice work there, the main superstructure, whatever it is you want to call it. I was about to say the Supreme Weenus. That could also be a great name. Like, you know, the successor to the Sneaky Weenus is the Supreme Weenus of sneakiness. It's like his brother or something. All right, let's see what it's going to do here. We have torpedoes coming out of the Weenus. Painful yet delicate, and we're going to see what these do. Where are you going? Where are you going, friends? I saw an explosion over here. We got some explosions, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, we have some explosions. The Sneaky Weenus is getting so close to the seabed here. I just saw it pop up a little bit. It is just surfing on top of this little mountain. Unbelievable. No damage. No damage. Still at 100%. The Sneaky Weenus is in the middle of turning around to get back to the battle. We take a look. There is the redundancy swarm over there. And looks like the Sneaky Weenus is finally facing back around. I thought for sure we would just see a potential hit there, but looks like it did just fine navigation-wise. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's get a quick battle update here. The Sneaky Weenus has been sneaking on and is now kind of stuck over here, although it's been firing lots of torpedoes and lots of missiles, and I'm sure it'll get out of this situation here soon, or just go for the gusto and see what it can see. I'm very curious. So I found out the Sneaky Weenus actually has some detectors. It's using, you know, some, I think, automated control blocks to detect when it's, you know, has something close by within range under it or in front of it, and it will do what you're seeing here, kind of back up and you know, just essentially try to maneuver out of the way. So the redundancy swarm, actually let's take a look at the health here. The Sneaky Weenus is at 100%, and the redundancy oh wait, whoa, it's at 25%. It was just at 75. Hang on, what is going on? It looks okay. It looks fine from here. Oh man, like half the superstructure's gone. Wow. I mean, I could never really tell. I never really got, it's like gyrating right now. It's got this sweet gyration going on. It's got me like gently gyrating in my chair. It's pretty rocking. Yeah, so I definitely didn't see, you know, we saw a lot of hits against this superstructure, but you know, I'll be honest, for the most part I was following the Weenus and its torpedo shots and whatnot. And, you know, the distance was so great that most stuff was missing or never connecting. I must have missed just enough of these little beams getting hit. It seems like, you know, earlier I said stuff just floats. Like, look at this. See how this just floats? I bet we could have had this going on, a lot of floaters. I probably never noticed, but I imagine this piece will disappear at some point. Because, wow, this is down to 25%. Let's just take a look. So now we have everything in the entry list. You can see all the other little ships that are left. Tons of them have been hit. Tons of them are very hurt. 50, 25, 5%. Wow, yeah, just a lot of damage across the board. So, yeah, so this battle's been going on for an hour and 25 minutes now. So I'm going to let the Venus do one more pass. And if the Venus is still at 100%, then we're definitely going to give this win to the Venus. I mean, to me, it's got the upper hand. It's able to repair, come back around just fine. Everything is dandy, and as far as I can tell, just the damage has been adding up over time to the redundancy swarm. So yeah, let's just let this pan out just a little bit, see how things go. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, this is definitely where we're going to call this battle. This has just been going on so long, and it's definitely obvious. The redundancy swarm is the one taking all the damage. The Venus, you know, it's just got great defenses. It's got great repairs, and it's over here just non-stop attacking. Although these are falling a little bit short, it's actually on its way back to make a second pass from earlier. I actually let it do a couple of passes just to see what it would do. Here you can see the superstructure. It is down to 24%. The mainframe list is definitely lower. Let's look at it right here, just so you can see all the damage. So many of these are just critically damaged. You know, we have a few that are doing okay, but a bulk, I would say, you know, a bulk of the redundancy swarm is either critically hurt or very hurt. And this is definitely, to me, going to go to the Sneaky Venus. So congratulations to Jimmer. This is just one of those things where, you know, I could probably let this battle go for another 2 hours, and I bet we still wouldn't have all the forces resolved and cleared out. So absolutely, you know, we do have the soft cap of 30 minutes where technically we are supposed to end battles, but I like to let them go a little bit longer just to see, you know, just in case things can turn. The tide of the battle could potentially turn, but yeah, and this one definitely, to Jimmer, Sneaky Venus, you're moving forward into, I believe, round 5. And then further, you know, after that, we'll be looking at the semifinals, and then in the episode after that, we'll be taking a look at the finals of the tournament here. So really just 2 episodes left after this. So congratulations, everybody. These were a couple of good battles, a couple long ones, but, well, one short one and one long one. I guess you got to have balance to some degree. Anyways, I look forward to seeing you all in the next episode. Feel free to drop any comments or questions if you have any, especially about the tournament. And if you're confused about the tournament, who's matched up with who, how the bracket works, definitely look in the description of the video. You will find a link to the bracket where you can see exactly how all the ships are matched up and who's fighting who and who's coming up. So anyways, ladies and gents, I hope you all have a great one. Take it easy and stay classy.